African rap art #1, and this is the sound of Smooth 98.1.
What keeps you going when everything that should be a stepping stone becomes a stumbling block? What keeps you going is it helps you understand that every stumbling block is actually a stepping stone. Verve in your vision helps you see nothing.
Do you have an extra script for Timi?
Well, let's
Never
just
mind.
say that's
Never
how
mind.
you
Maybe.
get
There's
rewarded
one here.
for not giving up on you.
All right, you need
So, no matter what you're into, Verve is key to opening the doors you want. So, have you got Verve? Verve, the rewarding way to make payments.
The Grapevine on the Smooth Breakfast Show. Entertainment buzz with the gossip, local and global. Oh,
Are we live?
celebrity
Studio. Mics are up. Studio is studio. Mics are up. Studio is live.
The Grapevine on Smooth 98.1 in collaboration with Verve, the rewarding way to make payments.
Verve, the rewarding way to make payments.
And of course, you know who's powering the show, who's actually, backing us up. That is Verve. Lagos, you're listening to The Grapevine, is where we give you all the juicy details of what's going down in the entertainment world. And it's live from Smooth Breakfast with me, Valentine, and this wonderful gentleman who are early in the studio this morning. I'm talking about Chef Jeff. Good morning.
Good morning, Lagos.
Good morning.
And everyone else.
Two shiny domed men this morning, Lagos. And we have Oris.
Yes, me.
See, I call your
Again.
name. Oris, I summarily.
It's not
I'm
even
sure
me.
there's a head joke somewhere.
This isn't even right.
I'm just not gonna cry.
Valentine, too early.
Too early for that. All right, I'll curb it. Lagos, join this conversation inside of The Grapevine. Send us messages through WhatsApp. Our WhatsApp number is 0809-444-0981. That's 0809-444-0981. James will be joining us pretty soon. We're trying to decide what part of town he is, so we can drop the chopper before we drop the chopper on him, and then to pick him up at that is. And then Timi Dakolo, yeah, you're late, Timi, but not yet. Before we play your song, in our usual Grapevine tradition, Lagos, we will sample 2 songs that we have for you today. Remember, you can also watch us live on YouTube. That way you get an inside gist. So when we turn off the mic, you can hear what's going on in the background. youtube.com/smooth981FM Lagos. The WhatsApp number again is 0809-444-0. Dakolo. Take a listen. Proper highlight.
I tell you, and it's really funny, right? Because Timi, I don't know. I don't say I really realized Timi could do this.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Yeah,
I think the closest thing to this in Timi's discography is probably a song on the other album, on his first album. No, not Yawomi. No, that's a single. But the first album had a song with, I can't remember the guy's name now, but very not high life even. It was more like Juju, I think. But it's also R&B. So this is I'm not quite sure. This, in fact, when in the video he wasn't the one singing it, I was like, great idea.
So this is the typical song you hear in a Nanowambe, in a 5G.
Sorry, in a beer parlor.
Let's get right into it now. This is a song
Exactly.
analysis, and then video as well. So
The thing about this song is that it's there's nothing new about the beat. He can literally talk about any wedding and they will just start playing. He just starts singing along, and that really works with him. I love the lyrics in this thing. They do me like Indian. You love they do me like Indian film. I thought, wow, that's just perfect writing over there. The video, it has people from everywhere. Literally, you got Lala over there, Mommy is there, Gary is there,
yes.
Latasha is
Everybody
there,
is there, everybody.
and to me takes a backseat to it in this, in the sense that he's the one singing, but everybody else is doing the actual singing in this one as well. It's a simplistic video for that's very appropriate to the song itself, and it's a job well done.
Yes, job well done. It was produced by Kobam Sasukwa.
Ah, yes. I was going to
Who's
talk
also in
like
the
who
video.
exactly, right?
He's also in the video
Who
too.
is this? Who did this?
Yeah,
I
Oris.
think if you had, I just wonder, if you didn't know it was Timi, would you know it was the one if you just heard the song randomly?
I know.
Exactly. Would you
I
wonder,
wonder.
right? You would wonder, right?
It sounds like
is
him,
this
but
Timi?
this is not his.
This is not him, right?
Yeah.
But I really like how he took us back. you know, to those days. If I say some things now, it'll just show my age. But
By the time we already know, we know.
did that on my birthday.
Pushing
All right,
50,
go right
pushing
ahead.
50. We know this already. Thank you very much.
oh no, please don't get that misconception. Because most people already tell me that when they hear my voice on radio, I sound to them like a dark, pot-bellied, old 40-year-old, 40 plus.
This is exactly what you are, Valentine.
You see, this is just hatred. This is just hatred.
This is what you get when you have no lady to back you up. If only we're here now. So this was fantastic job done by Timi Dakolo, the top Nigerian vocalist, gearing up for his second album, a studio effort with the release of this particular track.
Okay.
Titled I Never Know Say.
I'm really, I should be happy to hear that. A few years ago, I met Timi at the NEC conference, entertainment conference,
yes.
and he said, "Oh, in December there's going to be a new album." I'm like, "Okay, this is like
Exactly.
3 years after." Like, uncle, I'm not quite sure.
But I like the teasers he's been putting up. You know.
Yeah, the songs have been really good.
Timi has taught me a very valuable lesson, which is something I'm going to ask him. You know, for his template for his Instagram. You see how he posted a picture promoting the song, and he posted a picture with his wife. It's his wife, but Timi putting French kiss on Instagram in our faces. I said, now that I have your attention, go download my song. You know, his marketing strategies are really great. So Timi is doing a great job. He features his wife, Busola Dakolo. I was going to say Bukola Saraki.
That would be quite the thing,
Yeah,
right? Like Timi went to Bukola Saraki. Okay.
So Busola Dakolo is featured in the Alibaba, Ike Osakio Dua, the usual suspects. Everyone is in there, and this fella that is really, really funny. His name is Skip Nedu is a clown. Nedu is a clown.
You can't compete with me.
I think Valentine is the only person who is not there.
Yeah. Right. Thank you very much.
I think it's
mentioning
just
that. Maybe
Valentine.
when Timi comes in, I'll just give him 5 minutes and bounce.
I'll just be quiet. I'm not in it as well, but I'll just be quiet.
We'll get right into the stories after this break. Lagos, you're listening to The Grapevine, and it was brought to you by Verve. Good morning.
On the grapevine, baby, on the grapevine, baby, on the grapevine, baby, on the grapevine, baby, on the grapevine, baby.
Aww, children are there.
It's your girl, Mist,
Isaac Gerald. And Chef Jeff.
telling you to keep it locked right here on Grapevine, baby, on Smooth FM.
That's right, baby.
Have you ever been on the queue at a supermarket or a restaurant? Finally,
Where's Folu?
your turn and
She's on
all the
leave.
things you
Ah,
For 1 week, yeah.
is that how it works?
No, she's not.
Lakumi comes back and she disappears.
I know, right? She knew that.
She did
knew
it on the.
downside.
We're going to be talking about her winning the award. And
Yeah,
this seat was empty.
That's what we talked
I was
about
like,
Tuesday.
yo.
She won the Eloy Awards for Best OAP of the Year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah, wow. That's why she ran away.
And that was her
She
birthday.
was supposed to
also.
wash it. This is.
And it was her birthday on Sunday.
Oh, wow. That's great.
Find your voice and say to the cashier, please try again.
Well, we know.
Or you begin to
Okay.
search your wallet to see if you have enough cash. But of
Did
course,
she also put on one of those dresses again?
that feeling can
No, she was like,
She was like, more than this time, like
Put it us a
conservative.
I know, right?
Breaks the internet.
I'm
code.
not gonna
Break
lie.
it.
I'm not gonna lie. I was like, yeah, let's see what she's gonna do. What's she gonna do?
And she did a little dance after she collected it. I thought that was really cute. It was nice.
Oh, there's a video.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
On Instagram, on her page.
and a sense of satisfaction that no matter what happened today, a screaming boss, annoying traffic,
Okay.
and all that, something came through for you.
Yeah.
Here you are, able to reward yourself with exactly what you want. That is why you should ask
But
your
this
bank
the Timi
for
video,
Valentine
do you
Ohu
think it's like
because you
a bit
deserve
following up
something
in the
that
whole
matters
wedding
all the
party
time.
vibe for like
Listen,
for years that thing has been
I got that
I
vibe.
thought that was the plan right from the beginning.
Okay.
I thought that was the plan right from the beginning, and that's why I said it just fit with the whole profile.
Discover the reliable awesomeness a Verve card offers.
on Valentine. We're like, what else is new?
Yeah.
Oh, seriously, thank you.
What keeps you going when everything should be
Thank you very much, JSC. I just felt shy, small. Small.
Yeah, problem.
what possibilities and Verve in your hand? Well, let's just say that's how you get rewarded for not giving up on
The
you.
Express.
So, no matter what you're into, Verve is key to opening the doors you want. So, have you got Verve? Verve, the rewarding way to make
Look who's here.
It's Timi. Oh, James, okay.
Yes.
Baba,
Yes.
please sit down. We're back. Lagos. Yes, we are back. As some people just came in late.
Yeah.
Lagos. James Silas is joining us in the studio for the Grapevine 981, which is what you're listening to right now. It's an entertainment segment. We share all the stories of the news and sample the two songs that you heard first. The first one was Games, featuring GJ The Caesar, was done by Lady Donley as part of the initiative, the Empower Initiative, that was initiated by Mr. Easy. And then the next one was I Never Know Say, as from Timi Dakolo, that Oris said something about it just before we came back on. He said it's reminiscent of the movie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, wedding party, the video that is.
Yeah, it just gave you that vibe.
I think for
that was
years
intended.
people are just taking all kinds of adaptations of that film.
But the
For
song is
good or for
fantastic.
bad.
All right, so we got messages in here. JJ from Mushi sends the message from WhatsApp. JJ says, "Why are you late now, Timmy? With all the hand waving and hailing, signs." He says, "Where's Folu when you need to shame someone for lateness?"
Exactly right.
Accurate.
Yes, we need her voice here to shout late. Anyway, so he says, continues, "Chai, my oga." What's that word? One we wrong.
Tongue twister.
Yes.
I mean, my Yoruba is not that strong. Sorry.
You can't help me.
Yeah, not that correct. Sorry.
Anyone?
Can you spell it? I can't spell it.
Wow.
This is a non-Nigeria
we know.
studio.
It's official.
Is that
I miss Folu. He continues. He says, "Thank you for being you. You're a breath of fresh air in this noisy music industry. Now we they follow you from Nigerian Idols till now. Timmy, this message is for you." JJ continues. Says, "Keep the way going. Nice new song. That I'm there feel. That independent spirit feel. Waiting for the album." Okay, you're joining Oris.
Exactly, we all are.
And then we have this one from, you didn't put your name, sorry. We can't read your messages. Please add your name to your messages. Thank you very much. Your number ends with 1425. All right. This next one says, exactly, they hit the nail on the head. This one is from Dio. Dio says, "Can't get over the Ebenezer Obey feeling on this Timi Dakolo track, and I think the beat has been overused." I don't think so. I don't think it can ever be overused.
Exactly, because being used.
It's timeless.
It's
Yes, it's timeless. Zook from Yaba says, "What? OMG, Lady Donley's on fire. The sound and vocal is heavenly, and the instrumentals, especially the intro, is made in heaven." Fantastic. Keep your messages coming into WhatsApp. Is 0809 444 0981. Sharon from VI says, well, it continues, says, "Old school high life always gets me. Always amazing song." All right, thank you very much. Moving on now to the next stories. 2 albums are set to be released besides Timi's album. His close friend also, she has an album, about to be released. Waje, I'm talking about Waje, she's released a track list for her second album, Red Velvet, and the expected release date is early 2019. Who's excited for that? This apparently has Adekunle Gold and Johnny Drill on that.
Those are extra reasons for excitement right then and there. Once there's those two people on that, I'm just very surprised that in all her years of being in the industry, this is the second album that's coming out. I would think this would be like number 3 or like number 4, but I'm hoping that she's been trying to make sure that the sound was right and the artistry was going to be on another level. So kudos to her anyway.
I am more interested in her promoting it. She had an incredible first album, but didn't do anything about it, and I wondered about that. I think she only had a video or 2 from it.
Yeah,
It's such a very good album. So yeah.
Anyway.
Like, why do you promote this one, please?
Hopefully she listens to you and does that. The next one is Olamide and the Mafia Family album. He said he's going to release it in 2 places. First, it'll be out on some platforms, the usual platforms we know, including iTunes and Spotify, and then Alaba Market for the streets for obvious reasons.
Yes.
Who's anxious for this one?
I am, but I'm kind of surprised they didn't quite tag the new guys he got. The guys from Instagram, Yomi Blaze and
The new ones. Maybe he has plans, future plans for this
Maybe
one.
they will just follow the steps. When it gets their turn. They don't even have their.
No, but this is supposed to be like a group album, right? The one
Yeah, but you know,
They have not been
inducted.
into the Mafia family, maybe.
they probably will still have them on it.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly hope that.
Our next story talks about Mochada. It's rather sober because in a recent interview, Mochada, the singer, narrated her battle with depression and becoming a star as a teenager at 16. She got introduced into the entertainment. Said your insinuated that she was a bit overwhelmed by that. She made some notable statements that I'll read out for us. It says, "I've been active in the music industry since I was 12. When I say music was my life, it was what I wanted to do, and it was easy for my parents to support me." And she says, "The day I recorded Warmberry, my life changed in an instant. I was 16 at the time. The lady I was supposed to record a song did not show up. So they asked me to come record this thing pending the time she showed up. And then I entered the booth and sang, but nobody thought it sounded good until Wizkid, now Sinzo, came and asked, who sang this hook? I did not need to be in the video, but Clarence Peters was like, the whole of Nigeria has been asking who she was, and that changed her career. She goes on to mention a few other things that worried me. She said what broke her was when she left her label. People chose to pick sides, and obviously it was not hers. And she will never forget when she was in her bedroom, she broke down. It was a week of shows, and she was at home that day. And the next day she was to go to Ghana, and she got a BBM message that she had to come to the studio immediately. She just wanted to lay down and not go. And she speaks about some other things, about her microphone being turned off before, if the A-list artist that she was supposed to open for did not like her. I mean, she's gone through so much. What do you guys make of this?
James?
I know.
I feel like James is the one who should say something.
Because you don't necessarily hear artists speak so candidly about life experiences like this.
No, I feel. I mean, when I read the interview as well, and I just thought it happens. All right. There are some decisions that you take or make at one point in your life that might actually affect you in the future. When it comes to this whole music thing, what it is that Mocheda was part. I mean, let me pick the label part or the music part. She was on Night House Records or Night House Music,
Night House,
and then when it's a contract thing, you get to a point where you want to walk out of your contract. I mean, your investors or the label owner can pull up the legal part of it, and those things can actually sort of affect the future of your career. Mocheda, for me, is a talented artist. I think she's also a very creative person. But it's just what it is. Everybody can go through this type of situations, not necessarily as an artist, even in your various careers.
And usually what helps is when you have a good support system around you.
Yeah.
For situations like this. The late man, please close the door. What is he doing?
What is he doing? Exactly.
I think he just
He's pretending.
So,
I don't start really. He's pretending.
the drama king,
ladies and gentlemen, Timi Dakolo in the studio.
Lagos, if you're watching,
Nobody can see it.
Nobody can say. Somebody should really take the camera on this.
he's doing this for YouTube. So
Lagos is running itself.
if you're not watching on YouTube, this is actually the time to subscribe, because to me, just lay on the floor and roll over like 5 times for you guys to see. Just
Have you run from a Zumba?
Trust me, Timmy, if you're running from a Zuma, you'll be able to talk for at least 5 minutes.
Somebody give me juice.
Well done.
Yeah, bread, and akara.
You're in the smooth station, so you don't need all that.
Good morning.
How are you, sir?
I'm not fine. I'm not in this Lagos again.
Yeah,
People should give my balance.
Go and ask Ambode.
I left my house in 7.
Right.
Lagos is running itself.
So next time we invite you for Grapevine to me.
4:30.
Thank you.
Exactly.
So you come and open the station with us. That's the way to go. Thank you so very much, our producer. Thank you for bringing it here. Thank you. Lagos, let's go into the next story. So to me, before you joined us, we were talking about Mocheda and how she struggled with depression, and how she candidly spoke about her struggles with it, with the times where she had to open for shows, and certain times the A-list artists who she's opening for would not necessarily like her voice, and that way that would preempt them to want to turn off her mic mid-performance sometimes.
Wow.
Push her out. And she made a statement that I find really instructive, where she said that her then boyfriend, who's her present husband, was always there for her, to give her the support. And it speaks to so many artists around who are probably going through similar situations, and how they lack the right support, that they require. In your experience, I know you've met a couple of people who've struggled with one thing or the other.
Yes.
Depression, suicidal thoughts, and things like that. How do you cope? How do you guys like that cope?
What one should do is listen. Listen.
Yes, go on.
I think people don't listen to understand what someone is going through. They just listen to give advice. Sometimes not really advice they need. They just need someone to listen. And I always tell people that always check up on those friends that seem happy. The ones that are laughing the most.
Yes.
Like, they cover up a lot. You can never know the totality of what a person is going through.
People like you?
No, me. Yes, I laugh a lot, but
Yes.
sometimes I like I was telling my friend now. I woke up and I see some kind of message on my phone. Like I say, and I told him I have children. Oh, actually,
Quick reminder.
because there are people that just see on TV and think that, oh man, the next day they're entitled to part of what you earn.
Mm-hmm.
And some needs that you cannot be asking somebody of 2 million. And I'm not a bank now.
Even
Like,
Timi, you have money, sure.
No, I think no, I don't have money. My children have money. if I have money, I will go and every week I should buy one car just because I want to. I should buy a new shirt. But as a man, you have to think of Harvard. You have to think of. See, children will not understand. You understand what I'm saying? This, and this is Lagos. This is Lekki. School fees comes upon us.
Comes upon, okay.
You're not ready. You're not always nobody. No matter how much you earn in this Lagos, when school fees time, when it gets to that time, you know that virtue has left you.
Talking about virtue now, let's read this quick message in here on WhatsApp. We have a message in from Emma from Akoka. It says Timi Dakolo is a fave anytime, any day. Vintage sound and top class production. Reacting to your song, it says I'm happy about this. His commitment to making good music. Hope he has settled the yard people. Last time I checked, he was given a 2-day ultimatum to buy a new laptop.
My brother, nobody's buying any laptop. We manage my own.
Lagos, we do have to take a break.
My own,
You're listening to the entertainment segment. It's called the Grapevine 981. It was brought to you. It is brought to you by Verb.
In all honesty, it's hard being in Nigeria.
It's a struggle.
Really
It's a
hard
daily
being in
struggle.
Nigeria. In every way.
Yeah.
Especially Lagos.
Lagos is mad, man.
Lagos is a crazy place to be.
Yeah,
Everybody's mad. Both the ones on tie and suits. I'm telling you, see everybody driving anyhow today. One guy was insulting me. He was passing one way.
And
And he was insulting me like, no.
You that's doing the normal thing. You're the
Same
one
thing.
who's wrong.
You should leave me.
Let's just say
Timi, I have to ask this.
Yeah.
When is this new album coming out?
Aha. First
And
question.
my album is ready. Now it's not in my hand. It's Cobham that's delayed.
Timi, I met you at Neck Conference like when? Like 3 years,
years
ago.
ago.
That's what you said though.
Then, you know that thing, and not be ready for the album. Then one song will not come up.
We're back.
Oh, that's how it
We're
works.
back on. We're
One
back
new
on.
song will not come up.
Today's live. And Chef Jeff said it, so you better obey. Instead, he'll use the squats to kill you. Have you seen this guy in the gym?
No.
He squats for Africa. My goodness, Lagos.
We try.
We're not talking about squats here or exercises. We're talking about music and entertainment. So go show yourself in the gym. Lagos, back on the show. Timi Dakolo joined us, and he was late, but now
I'm sorry, guys. Now Lagos. So this Lagos.
What's happening to Lagos?
I'm telling you, the traffic these days, like it's like they rehearsed it the night before. No, it's not normal. Now it's not normal.
So, Oris, you had a question for Timi.
Yeah, I was asking the album, bros. I'm waiting the album for 3 years.
I keep giving people that Jesus is coming soon.
Don't do this to me, please.
That
Don't do
Jesus is
this.
coming soon. I'm ready. Then I will not have one song. I say no, I can't wait anymore. Like this, I never know. Say it's the last song I actually did. It was not the one I was supposed to release. There's a song that I have. It's called "Love Made Me Do It."
Okay.
I was supposed to release. Then this one I came and I said no. And Cobhams has told me that I cannot come to the studio again until I release my album. So that's
Well, thank you, Kobams. You're my hero.
I just got to say, Cobhams, I have this new song. You need to help me. You
Keep
need
it
to
to
help
yourself.
me.
Wait.
Now he told me don't show up.
At this rate, it's like a double album, right?
I have like 17 tracks. So I can go and leave after now.
How many tracks will this new album
Yeah,
have?
exactly.
Like I have like 17. I probably put all in it.
All?
Yeah.
Who makes that decision? Is it you or Kabams? You.
Cobhams will say remove 3. I say no. Let's leave it here.
But is
like
this album going to be free?
How?
What?
Sorry.
Uncle,
Wait,
Uncle,
what
how
is
much does
this?
You want
Cobham
to go on
charge?
holiday, man.
Cobham charges you just production fee.
Sorry now.
Yes, sir.
It's like $3,000.
I was just asking.
Don't be asking
Wait.
this kind of question.
Honestly.
Dollars.
Yeah. Let's get that
Except
right.
you want to see me in
$3,000.
one farm.
So, but to me, you guys are close. He charges you that much.
My
no
brother,
discount.
charity begins. See, I'm that person that
Go
says
back to
charity.
as a family.
See, I say charity begins at home. If you call someone from outside and give them money, why not give the guy at home?
All right, let's talk about people who are making money like you.
Making money. Hey, Father God, you hear this speech?
Hang on. Omoni Oboli and AY Makun, they are set to star in a Hollywood animation, Elliot, the Littlest Reindeer. Now for them, it seems like the floodgates are open in spite of this. Now, Omoni Oboli actually hinted at the release for December 21 for this animation. She said, she gave a hint that her voice is going to be used in one of the animation movies, and we've been looking forward to it. It's a collaboration between Nollywood and Hollywood. They both star as the Santa's team of reindeers. Elliot has only 3 days to fulfill his lifelong dream in this movie after retirement of Blitzen, one of Santa's sleigh pulling reindeers. And is anybody looking forward to this? And how do you think they'll be able to, flex their experience, being in movies and all that, since we're new into the animation thing?
You know what? I need someone to explain to me how it is a Nollywood and Hollywood collaboration.
Because there's Nollywood players
Because
in Nollywood.
No, I'm sorry, but I mean, unless there's a Nollywood angle to in these movies, then I don't think that there's much of a thing going on here. Congratulations to them, it's a good thing. But there's so many movies out there that have Nigerians in them. So, to call it a Nollywood Hollywood collaboration just doesn't make any sense.
It's like saying
if you look at the
Joshua
cast list
is
of when the Star
Nigerian.
Wars
Yeah.
Last Jedi, you're gonna find like 2 Nigerian names that you've never heard of before. So that's a big deal. Caroline Chike is here, done Aragon, a few other big movies as well, and still does Nollywood at the same time. That could have been a big deal. So to call it a Nollywood Hollywood collaboration, I don't quite see it unless I'm seeing aspect of Nollywood being featured in these things.
Okay.
But it is a good thing for them. I'm not gonna try and bring that their shine, but terminology.
I must say, also of the opinion that we should actually learn to value ourselves. I don't care if it's Nollywood. I mean, it's a big deal, so to speak. But an actor is an actor. If you're a good actor, you're a good actor. Whether it's Nollywood or Hollywood, we should just learn to
And
appreciate
voice
ourselves.
acting has a marked difference between just normal acting.
It's a different act
It's a
entirely.
completely different act entirely. Yes.
You have to bear in mind. Remember when a few people got dropped from Black Panther? All right, a few big names got dropped. What's her name? Anyway, people were like, "Oh no, that's rubbish," and then they forgot to look at the rest of the cast list, where there are another 7 or 8 Nigerian people in this Black Panther movie.
Yes.
No noise was made about that part there. Let's get the terminology right and not be jumping through hoops for any reason. It's good acting. You got a good job. Perfect.
Talking about global collaborations, we hear that Tiwa Savage and Wizkid are about to join Pharrell, David Guetta on a Global Citizens album. And apparently the Global Citizens album, the group in itself is a group that tends to put these projects together to end extreme poverty in the world by 2030. That's their mantra. And they're launching their first album to this cause, titled Global Citizen Episode 1. And the Nigerian stars are set to feature alongside David Guetta, Voodoo as well is there. Danny Ocean is on there, and the album is curated by Coldplay's Chris Martin. So yeah, that is happening. Is it something
I have a
worth
question.
celebrating? Yes.
Are they like writing new songs, or they are using their previous songs as part of?
Apparently they are.
They're not writing new songs. It's a song by somebody else featuring these guys.
So
It's not like it's their song per se.
but not their songs. It's a new
So
new
it's
project.
new stuff.
Like a new
project,
project.
new
Okay.
project,
Yes.
Not bad.
So let's move on to. Should we talk about the white initials? No, I'm not interested.
No, dude. Okay,
Oh,
you were
well,
not here. You were not here at the time, but that word is banned from the show. Actually, we refer to it as the product.
All right. So
Okay.
It's actually
so while that was happening, Blac Chyna was fighting people at the car park.
God.
She came to Nigeria to show herself.
I saw her
Who is
coughing,
surprised?
She coughed one guy.
My goodness.
See that coughing that she
Yeah.
gave one guy like that.
And people are now
Some I don't like to
insulting her. Say, you're not even tall. You're not even fine.
Why are you covering, guys? I mean, covering is.
Yeah, coughing is really.
We are trying to know that.
The guy was trying to form like, "Hey, we grew up together." I remember I was in Yarapaja High School.
Like, yo, I don't know you, bro.
All right, so Kim Kardashian reveals that she was high on some expensive.
Next story, please.
During
next story.
Next story.
What is wrong with you guys?
We're tired. We don't want to hear
Why
about
is-
she and this guy. We don't want to hear again.
This is what happens when you have all men.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Where is Folu? Please,
So
come
Katy
back.
Perry has been named as Forbes' world's highest paid woman in music for 2018, with playing 80 dates of the Witness, the tour, and grossing over $1 million per night, and serving as a judge on
I'm
ABC's.
sure. Are you people sure?
She was a judge on
I
ABC's.
was born in the right country.
Timmy is not happy.
And she's not the only one on the list. Now the top 10, Katy Perry is number 1 at 83 million. Taylor Swift is number 2 at 80 million. And number 3 is Beyonce, 60 million. Pink, 52 at 52 million. At number 4, Lady Gaga's number 5, 50 million. Jennifer Lopez, 47 million. Rihanna, 37.5. Ellen Fisher, 32 million. These amounts are making me feel dizzy. Right?
I don't understand.
These are your mates, but they're not your mates.
Not naira or dollars.
Yes.
You see your mates, but they're
I'm
not
here
your
times
mates.
in those things by 360.
It's poor money. It's poor money. It's not really. I mean, Timmy, you're the expert here, but I mean, most of the money is not necessarily made from the albums per sales per se. It's
toys.
that tourism.
Performance, essentially.
Some money is the real money.
She has a question here on WhatsApp. It says, Valentine, please, where's Sasha, our rap queen, Habba? And then he says, to me, we the feel you. Now we they rush you, Joe. Oh wow, okay. Thank you very much.
That's why I came late. There was so much rush today. Thank you.
From all sides. So to me, talk about this album again. You said 17 tracks for sure.
I can add more. Let's call this man.
That's why
Actually,
give us a date. I'm not interested in the date.
Actually, the album is called Love.
Okay.
And Consequences.
Love and Consequences. You've been teasing us
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah,
for a
for a
while.
while.
I can actually say 8 tracks is Love, and the other 9 is Consequences.
What does that even mean?
Does it tell a
Is
story?
it tragedy? Is there going to be sad
Yeah.
songs?
The what do I call it? The idea. The concept that you want, the decision to say you want to love another person always has consequences.
Yes.
So it's basically the die side of the ride or die angle.
Yes, it can actually be good, or it can actually be bad.
All right. So to me, before you came, I said that I was going to ask you for the templates for your social media, because you have a lot of followers, a lot of engagements. When do you have time for that between writing songs and
Writing many songs.
Let me just break how my day goes. Between when I wake up to 12, I study.
Okay.
It's hard. That's why I don't used to experience kind of traffic. Because I rarely, except I'm doing something or I'm traveling, I don't leave. I'm in my house. I hear the bus. I can hear the bus stop and the noise. I can see the traffic from where I live.
Yes.
So I don't come out.
Okay.
So those times I started I'm doing my ear training, my piano playing, songwriting, and all that.
Yes.
After then, because if I don't do that, things are beginning to flood my mind. I need to do everything else. My children are back from school. We're struggling. Who doesn't want to do homework? Family people are calling me. Say, if no be money, waiting again. Everybody has issues. So people, I don't even go there. After
You've lost it.
I'll still chew my SIM card one day.
You just chew it out of
Chew
anger. Guys, plug out. We're done.
Oh.
Yes, we are.
Breaks my heart. Anyway, say hi. Catch Oris on Twitter.
All right, James.
James Silas. Bye.
Find me at Chef3000 on Twitter and Instagram. I just put out a new dish, all right, and it's a bit controversial. Let me know what your thoughts are, right? And I'll see you guys again right here on the Grapevine.
What's a controversial dish like? But okay.
think fish and chocolate.
Oh,
what?
Yeah.
What?
Fish and white
That is
chocolate.
decadent.
It depends. Either catfish or tilapia. Which one? Anyway, Lagos, thank you so very much for being part of the Grapevine today. Catch the parts you've missed on this show. Go to youtube.com/smooth91FM Lagos. And special thanks to Timi Dakolo for coming through.
Thank you guys for understanding that this Lagos not be my own.
And do you have a date for the album? Any date in mind?
Yes, please.
I was thinking of my birthday. They're mixing the album right
When is
now.
your birthday?
January 20th.
Okay.
January 20th. But I'm shooting another video.
Will I be there?
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah, I was saying Valentine the person wasn't in the last one.
If you can be in Atlanta, you
Of course I can be.
I can be there.
Did you know who we are?
Do you know who I am?
Can you imagine?
Lagos coming up next. We talk about one of the stories treated earlier inside of Freshly Pressed 91, and it will be about the jam form, between the jam form and the EFCC going into investigating those who are running for elections. All right, Lagos, keep it here. Smooth 98.1.
Grapevine.
Yeah, so